Chilling Cornfield Chronicles. Terrifying true horror stories. Welcome to Chilling Cornfield Chronicles. Terrifying true horror stories. A spine-tingling journey into the heart of darkness that lies within the vast cornfields. Prepare yourself for an hour of bone-chilling tales, each one more terrifying than the last, as we unveil the horrifying secrets that haunt these seemingly tranquil fields. In this extended video, we bring you a collection of true stories that will grip your soul and leave you questioning the safety of those endless rows of towering corn stalks. These accounts are not the stuff of urban legends or folklore. They are the harrowing experiences of those who dared to venture into the unknown. From sinister whispers carried on the wind to malevolent entities lurking in the shadows, these stories will keep you on the edge of your seat. Encounter ghostly apparitions, haunted scarecrows, and inexplicable phenomena that defy all logic. Witness firsthand the unexplained disappearances and chilling encounters that have scarred those who ventured into the cornfields. But remember, the cornfields do not easily give up their secrets, and the price of curiosity can be steep. As you listen to these tales, you may find yourself questioning whether the safety of daylight will ever return. This is not your typical horror storytelling. These are real stories from real people who have faced unimaginable horrors amidst the corn stalks. Brace yourself for an hour of relentless terror that will linger long after the video ends. Chilling Cornfield Chronicles. Terrifying true horror stories is not for the faint of heart. If you have the courage to delve deep into the abyss, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. But be warned, once you enter these cornfields of horror, there may be no escape. Are you ready to experience an hour of pure terror? Join us on this journey into the chilling unknown, where the cornfields hold their darkest secrets. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the sprawling cornfields, the air grew colder, and the wind whispered eerie secrets. Our group of friends, led by the insatiable curiosity that plagues the young and fearless, decided to venture deeper into the labyrinthine maze of corn stalks. The story of the abandoned farmhouse at the center of the fields had been the catalyst for this ill-fated expedition. Locals whispered tales of a family who had once resided there, driven to madness by something they claimed lurked in the fields. Dismissing it as superstition, we had set out on our adventure, armed with flashlights and bravado. As we pressed on, the corn seemed to close in around us, creating a suffocating sense of claustrophobia. Our flashlights cut feeble beams through the inky darkness, revealing nothing but more endless rows of corn stalks. That's when we heard a mournful, keening wail that seemed to come from all directions. Panic set in as we realized we'd lost our way, and the distant farmhouse was nowhere to be seen. Whispers of regret and fear echoed among us, and a creeping dread took hold. In the distance, a flickering light caught our attention, and we stumbled toward it. It led us to a small clearing where an ancient scarecrow, its burlap sack head tattered and grotesque, stood alone. Its button eyes seemed to follow our every move. A voice from within the group, shaky and uncertain, urged us to turn back, but curiosity had us firmly in its grip. We approached the scarecrow cautiously, and its head turned, revealing a jagged grin carved into its face. Its straw-stuffed arms extended, and it seemed to beckon us closer. As we drew nearer, the unthinkable happened. The scarecrow sprang to life, its arms lunging for the closest among us. Shrieks pierced the night as we scattered in terror, our flashlights bouncing wildly, illuminating horrifying glimpses of the living nightmare that had overtaken the cornfield. One by one, we were picked off, dragged into the very heart of the cornfield by monstrous hands emerging from the soil. The merciless wails continued, drowning out our cries for help. I was the last to fall, the darkness consuming me as I saw the scarecrow, now standing tall and victorious. His is a warning, a chilling tale of the terror that lurks within the cornfields. The screams of my friends still haunt my dreams, and the scarecrow's wicked grin is etched into my memory forever. If you ever hear whispers of the abandoned farmhouse or the scarecrow that guards it, heed my tale of woe and stay far away. The cornfields hold an unrelenting nightmare that hungers for the curious and the lost, and once you enter, there may be no escape. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months since our ill-fated venture into the accursed cornfields. Our group of friends was never the same again, and the nightmare had left us all scarred in our own ways, night after night. I found myself haunted by the distant wails and the malevolent grin of the scarecrow, unable to shake the feeling of dread. I decided to investigate the history of the cornfields and the abandoned farmhouse. I delved into local folklore, pored over dusty archives, and even sought out the few remaining elderly residents who could still recall the tales. What I uncovered was a horrifying truth, buried beneath layers of time and fear. The cornfields had once been farmland tended by a reclusive family known as the Whitlocks. The Whitlocks had lived a solitary life, shrouded in mystery and whispered rumors, but they had been far from ordinary. Legend spoke of their dealings with dark forces and their obsession with an ancient, forbidden ritual. The ritual, as the tales told, involved a malevolent spirit that dwelled within the scarecrow, bound to protect the Whitlocks at any cost. It had the power to ensnare and consume any who dared trespass upon the land. The fields, now overgrown and even more sinister, seemed to welcome me with a sinister embrace. I found my way to the long-forgotten farmhouse, its once charming exterior now a crumbling testament to madness. There, in the decaying remnants of the Whitlocks' abode, I uncovered a forbidden grimoire, filled with incantations and symbols of unspeakable power. I realized that the only way to break the curse and release the tormented souls trapped within the scarecrow was to perform the Whitlocks' forbidden ritual in reverse. Armed with the grimoire, I began the painstaking process of deciphering the incantations and gathering the required ingredients, all while the vengeful spirit of the scarecrow watched my every move. The night of the ritual arrived, and the cornfields seemed to hold their breath in anticipation. Thunder rumbled overhead as I recited the incantation, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. The earth itself seemed to quake in response as the final words left my lips. A blinding light erupted from the scarecrow, casting away the darkness that had plagued the land for generations. The wails that had tormented me and my friends grew deafening, a chorus of anguish and rage. Then, in an instant, the scarecrow crumbled to dust, its curse broken at last. The souls of my fallen friends and countless others were freed, ascending into the heavens with an ethereal glow. The cornfields, once a realm of terror, returned to a state of eerie tranquility. I had paid a heavy price for unraveling the curse, but it was a burden I willingly carried. The cornfields, once a place of unspeakable horror, were finally at peace, and as I walked away from that wretched place, I couldn't help but wonder if the curse had truly been broken, or merely dormant, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to cross its path. The tale of the cornfields and the malevolent scarecrow had come to an end, but the scars it left behind would forever serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the most unsuspecting of places. As I left the cursed cornfields behind, the weight of the past began to lift, replaced by a sense of closure and relief. The nightmares that had tormented me for so long gradually faded, and I could finally start to heal. Over the years, the land that was once shrouded in darkness transformed into a place of serenity. The cornfields grew lush and vibrant, swaying gently in the breeze. The old farmhouse crumbled further into ruins, a testament to the horrors of the past. I couldn't help but think of my friends and the countless others who had fallen victim to the curse. Their spirits, now freed, seemed to watch over the fields, their presence felt in the rustling leaves and the whispering wind. Life moved on, and I tried to do the same. I kept the grimoire hidden away, a grim reminder of the price paid to break the curse. It was a reminder that some secrets should remain buried, some mysteries left unsolved. The cornfields, once a place of terror, became a symbol of resilience and redemption. They stood as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to confront and overcome the darkest of nightmares. But in the quiet of the night, I sometimes found myself staring at the moonlit fields, wondering if the curse had truly been vanquished or if it merely bided its time, waiting for another unsuspecting soul to cross its path. The end of the Cornfield horror story marked the conclusion of a chilling chapter in my life, but it left behind a lingering unease, a reminder that some terrors never truly die, and that in the shadows, ancient malevolence may still stir.